No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the French Tier 8 medium, the AMX 5100. This is a tank that I don't like particularly, although I've not tried it out in 6.0 because I imagine actually now the main thing that I really didn't like about the tank, which was the gun handling as well as the really long reload, wouldn't be that bad anymore. But anyway, yeah, if you haven't guessed by the title of the video, as always, this is the third mock of excellence gameplay running up to achieving third mock of excellence 5100. Like I say, it's a tank that I've never been a fan of, and that is because the gun handling is so atrocious. But I imagine with the crew skills and stuff that you can get on 6.0 now, this thing wouldn't be that bad. Now, we're on Fisherman's Bay, and we've got the wet dream right here. We've just got people crossing, and it's like, oh, just let me drop my whole clip into you. I mean, we've done 900 damage nearly, dropping my clip into that guy. As I'm pulling back, I'm thinking, you know what, I'll pop a shot and see what happens. I need to fall all the way back. And luckily enough, the shell hits, which is rare. It's very, very rare with the 5100 that happens. But, yeah. We'll take it. We'll take it. I think what doesn't help this tank is the fact that, obviously, look how long the reload is. Like, it's about 44 seconds. Is the fact that this tank has a long reload, right? Okay, the intro clip isn't the best either. The aim time is what kills it. The aim time is horrible. At 3 seconds, it means you're waiting around for a very long time to be able to, like, make sure you're fully aimed and get shots in. And it means also that you aren't fully aimed most of the time by the time you come out of your intro clip. So you'll fire one and then probably have to wait that extra second out. Well, not extra second, but a split second after you've fully reloaded for it to have fully aimed in. And that can be quite annoying. Now, obviously, back in the day, this was even worse. I remember playing this back when it only had 6 degrees of gun depression. And honestly, that was horrible. That was horrible. 6 degrees of gun depression on this tank was pretty disgusting. And that's because the tank is quite tall, right? It's a tall, medium tank that's got no armour. And obviously, back in the day as well, it wasn't a medium tank. Obviously, there's no difference. There's no difference between this now as a medium tank and when it was a heavy tank. All that it means is that it gets matched up against other mediums, which it's more of a medium than it ever was a heavy anyway. Different story for maybe the 5120 and the 50B. Different story for those two, but for the 5100 it definitely was a medium tank rather than a heavy tank in the way it played. So matching up against other mediums is quite nice, and it's less unbalancing for the matchmaker in that way as well, because obviously it means you're not matching 5100 up against a ISM, for instance, which the ISM would just poop all over this depending on the maps, you know, as a heavy tank, if it was like that was the only heavy tank against this. But this thing does have that damage potential, which is in the clip, which is around 1800, which is just filthy. It's so nice. When you catch someone out, and you manage to drop the whole clip into them, for, you know, no retaliation or whatever, it's absolutely filthy. But obviously, with how big the clip is, how long the intro clip is, stuff like that, when you go to clip someone in this tank, you will generally be taking a hit, because for the most part, because of how long it takes you to get that clip out, you'll probably be at the point where it's kind of like that they get a shot. If they shoot first and miss, and you start dropping your clip, they're always going to get a second shot. It's not like something like a Ragnarok or a General T-27, or say the Skodas or what have you, where I'd say even the Swedish heavies, where you drop in the 3 to 4 shells, and you've probably taken one hit, and their one shot that they've put into you is all they're going to get. That's all they've got at you, and then you've dropped your clip into them. Whereas this, like I say, you will be like, I'm dropping my clip, but I'm taking hits. So, this game on Fisherman's Bay has become sort of a stalemate draw at the minute. Well, I say stalemate draw, it's not really a stalemate, but at the minute, we are drawing. And really, they're in the better positions, because the ridge lines that they've got at D4 are really good, because they can stay covered from a lot of positions, and the only things that would really hurt them was the Yahtzee, which was at A7. And unfortunately, the Yahtzee's gone. So these guys can now stay there uncontested. They can have stuff at A3 that can hurt us. If they've still got stuff camping at J2, it's bad for us because we're not going to spot it until it comes for us. But we're trying to get a sneaky shot through this VTU at these guys. It doesn't quite happen, but we managed to come across this T28 prop. It's like, right, okay, we want to clip this guy if we can. We're luckily, because of having this T28 prototype dead in front of us, we managed to, you know, have a few shots blocked. And that's always what you wanted to be doing. You want to have the obstacles. You know, I could have gone round to try and get easier shots at these guys, right? But it was better to keep behind the VTU to try and not take hits, basically. So now I'm reloading another clip. I've only got 7 rounds of AP left, but I've got APCR. And what I'm looking at is the ST1. Now, the ST1, I'm not guaranteed to pen with AP. It's an awkward one, depending if I get in the front. Obviously, I can pen it in the lower plate, but it's just awkward. And I'm not wanting to rely on the 5100's terrible gun handling. And the other thing I'm scared of is something that I do way too often in autoloaders, and I'm pretty sure most of you probably do as well. And that is, if I drop that clip in that AP clip, and I say I drop 4 shells, and I just decide to reload, no doubt I will end up reloading the last 3 shells, and I'd end up waiting the 40-odd seconds, 50-odd seconds to reload 3 shells, because that's just what I'd do. And then I'd get frustrated. Now, unfortunately, the Pershing pulled forward as we went to kill him there, but we managed to shut him down, which is very nice. Now we're coming across here. I am being mindful that there's artillery as well, but there's not much I can do at this point. If artillery decides to poop on me, it decides to poop on me. We've really got to keep our eye on what's going on in front. So the Z50's crossing. It's like, right, I don't want to let this guy get across, so we're trying to pop some shots in. Unfortunately, we're missing. Well, I think one bounced, and we missed that one. The Tiger 2 is sat at like A3 and gets a nasty shot into us, which means we're now a one shot for pretty much everything in the game, which we don't want. Now, it's quite dangerous sitting exactly where I am right now. Even though I know I'm reloading, I'm staying safe from the Tiger 2. If the artillery was aiming my way and had decided to just take a chance that I'd stayed behind that building, I would have been dead. Quite easily, just dead. So that was quite risky what I did then, but I didn't want to get shot by the Tiger 2. I didn't want to risk that, so yeah. So we're now going for another reload, and we know where the Tiger 2 is, right? So we want to be pushing over this way to see if we can catch him out, because you never know. He might have decided, I want to move on now, so he might be trying to move down the A-line. So what I'm trying to do is get to these bushes and spot it out. And I'm really hoping at this point that he is trying to progress down the A-line, because that would be the perfect scenario for me right here. Now, someone pings C1, C2, and it's like, no, he's not there. There's the Tiger 2. He has advanced, and we didn't catch a glimpse of him. Or, more likely, he'd already advanced so far that I couldn't see him anymore. And like I said, I am a one-shot for him, so we're playing a risky game here. Now, the artillery's ran away, so I don't want to charge down there. The SU-100 was last spotted around H2. So, again, now I know where the Tiger 2 is, I'm thinking of pushing to see if I can spot the SU-130. But my heavy tank down here is going in. And I kind of want to help him and get rid of this threat of the Tiger 2. Because we're both one-shots. This game is, at the minute, this game is not looking promising. Because the last time we saw the SU, he was full health. The last time we saw the Tiger 2, it was not full health, but it was only one shot off of his full health because that's what I put him on. So this game, I'm not counting my chickens for this game. I'm like, I don't think we can win this. Forget with the Tiger 2, maybe, and me and this Conqueror survive. It's a possibility. But we've got to play it as safe as possible right now. Because, yeah, that Tiger 2 could end our dreams ridiculously quickly. Obviously, I've got no armour. So that means he's just going to pen me every time. The Conqueror, well, it's a Conqueror where it's hull down, it's a god, right? But generally, if it's out in the open, Tiger 2's probably going to pen it. So the Tiger 2's got spotted up. He's driving back. It's like, is there an open space there? I couldn't quite tell. I was guessing. He's still driving that way, so I'm hoping he drives into the open. Gets unspotted, which is unfortunate. And it's like, right, okay, you know what? We're just going to have to keep moving up and hoping we can spot him. And it's a dangerous game. It's kind of, you know, at this point, it's kind of nerve-wracking because it's like, this could be dangerous. The Tiger 2 gets shot by the Conqueror there, which is nice because that means he's probably he's a 4-shot for me now. Obviously, I've got 5 in the clip, but he's a 4-shot. He's a 3-shot if I high roll. The Conqueror gets another shot in, so he's a 2-shot. So we get 1 in, 2. Unfortunately, the Conqueror pulled out in front of the Tiger 2 again. And I don't know why he did that. He shot the Tiger 2 and I was unloading into him. I could have killed him. So unfortunately the Tiger 2 shuts down the Conqueror and it leaves me and the artillery against their SU-130 and the artillery. Which, that SU, like I say, last time we saw it, was full health. If he catches me out, game over. Artillery only has to splash near me and I'll die. So it's just risky. If that Conqueror hadn't bit the dust to that Tiger 2, we might have been alright. But yeah. So that SU-130PM was last spotted around J1, right? And I'm thinking maybe he's along the 1 line. So maybe he's still... If I was an SU, I'd be probably taken up in the bushes somewhere. So I was thinking... So my thought is now, I want to push up the A line and get into that corner so I can push the 1 line as safely as possible. Because I reckon he'll be over there somewhere. But no. Randomly, he's just there. He completely cashes me out. And he shuts me down. I didn't expect that. I thought with the way that I'd moved originally when I was still spotted, he might have thought I was running through the town. But randomly he was moving back that way to where I was. So unfortunately he caught me out and he killed me. But we finished that game with an ace tanker, high caliber. We got the 5.3k damage. Left us on 94.45. And then I know that I had another game in between this which literally was terrible, but I just scraped it. Just scraped what I needed to hold. Well, I'd say hold. Actually, I think I dropped to 94.39, something like that. But then the second game after that, shocker! What map was this? It's Fisherman's Bay again, but we're opposite spawns. Oh well then. Okay, we'll see how we go. So we're gonna go to the normal. I said the normal position, the same position that I took up from the last game, but on the opposite side, because you get perfect side shots into people as they cross and you can farm them for days if you manage to spot them. But obviously it's kind of dangerous as well because it's quite easy to get spotted and it's quite easy for things to shoot you from the back there. Now obviously I could get to that position and spot things crossing quite early on, but at the same time this thing's got such a long reload that I'm never going to be reloaded by the time I actually move into position. So I sort of slow myself down a little bit just so that by the time I actually get into the position to spot, if I get spotted, I'm ready to shoot and I'm not still waiting on this long ass reload. Because that's the one thing, you don't want to get into position too early to not be able to actually like fire pretty much. So we're trying to pop some shots into this T-34-3 now. We get a lovely shot that sets him on fire. Oh, burn baby. He doesn't die though, unfortunately. And we're now just stuck at this building. So the one thing I did forget to mention, and that is, this video is coming out on the 1st of January, 2021. So, Happy New Year! You know? Hope everybody had a good night. As best night as you can have. And I hope the new year is great for everybody. So, with that out of the way, and a Happy New Year to everyone. Happy returns, all that sort of stuff. We're in an awkward place right now. They're looking my way. The tanks in the town are shooting at me. I'm stuck in this awkward reload. This is just awkward. I don't like the position I'm in right now. This is yeah. So I'm like, nah, you know, I need to get out of here. So I'm gonna chance it. Fortunately enough, no one shoots me, and I can fall back to this little ridge line here, so that we're ready to shoot up. There's that little pesky tiger shot that got away with it earlier on. We're gonna get one into him. We're aiming for the second. Kind of hoping to track him. Unfortunately, only damages tracks. And then we got another YOLO, another T-34-3. And the shot fully aimed on his... Well, not fully aimed, it was nearly fully aimed. On his back anyway. There was pretty much mostly the tank in the reticle, and we hit those bloody tracks, because of course we do. And the 5100 gun handling really came out to play then, which was kind of annoying. But we fully aimed our shot on that T69 so that we were guaranteed to pen it, because I didn't want to risk missing it. And it's just, now it's time to bug out from the town. I'm looking at that going, they're kind of storming. There's things unspotted back there that I can't see. And I'm reloading, so I kind of don't want to stick around there in case they really do rush the town, break the town, and then catch me out, stuck on a ridgeline spotting. Reloading, even. But now I'm getting reloaded, it's like, okay. They've not pushed this medium, they've not killed it, so... Well, let's get rid of this Ragnarok then, because obviously the Ragnarok's dangerous. That is a dangerous autoloader. Where that shot goes, I don't know. 5100 gun handling at work. The Ragnarok's realised, oh god, I know I'm going to take a hit. Unfortunately, he misses. He gets shut down, which is exactly what we need, because that thing is, obviously, you don't want to leave that alive. It is dangerous to leave alive. And now these guys are in the town. I'm trying to hope to see if that T69 will pull back. Great driving as I drive into a building. He does, fortunately enough. 5100 gun handling, says hello, hits the floor. Finally get another shot into him, and we're reloading. And at the minute, I'm looking at it going, I have enough to hold, because 2.8k was enough to just about hold on to what I had. Well, I said just about, it probably went up by 0.2, 0.3. So I'm not exactly confident that I'm going to get this third mark. Now look where the other lot are. I could have rushed that T69 to help the guys in the town, but in terms of marks, I went, no, I can't go for the T69, because look at the three on the other side. Look, 1815 there is nearly dead, sure, but the Carnarvon and the Hydra are where my marks of excellence damage is going to come from. And I know that I'm going to be fully reloaded by the time I get to them. This could be what I need. I need to be able to pen the whole clip, get in there, drop the whole clip, pen it all, and that farm is exactly what I want to push me over the limit. And I'm thinking, it's quite possible I could do if I managed to get all of these guys' health. So we're going to come over, drop one in, and it's like, okay, the Hydra's looking at me, so I'm just going to go past you guys, and, oh, pop his ammo rack. Beautiful, exactly what we needed. We're going for the tracks on the Hydra. We do track him. We set him on fire. Beautiful, exactly what we needed. Just RNG said, here's your mark of excellence, sir. Take it while I'm giving it to you. And fortunately enough, we hammer out that guy, set the other guy on fire, got all of their health, and finished the game with 5k damage. Got high caliber, ace tanker, Confederate, 95%. Bob's your uncle, we've got the 5100. Thank God. Tank that I've not really enjoyed. I didn't really enjoy the Mark of Excellence. I bet it's alright now with 6.0, especially with the gun handling buffs you can give it. But, hey, at least it was done. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Throwback Friday. I'll see you next time.